Hello, this is Lisi's with Lisi's Budget for Three, and I am on my financial journey for myself and my two children. This is my little corner of the internet to go over my finances to try to hold myself accountable because I have the most toxic relationship with money, surprisingly. And so this is just my attempt to try to hold myself accountable, to get my finances in order, to budget and give every dollar in my paycheck a job. So if that's something that you are interested in, definitely stick around, hit the like button, subscribe, and we can go ahead and get right into my budget for February. So February was kind of a tricky month for me. I did try to go ahead and fill in a lot of these things. With it being February, my children, they did have a ball, a dance to prepare for school. So a lot of my finances for my second income went towards preparing for that. It is this upcoming Friday. So I did just have to tweak and get my budget together. I did have some rollover from January, but that was spent on a lot of various things. I can't even tell you. I did expense track for the most part, so I have an idea of where it went, but overall, I did not do a very good job with tracking my expenses thus far. And so now here we are trying to budget the remainder of this money. I do get two forms of income. One is my W-2 check that I work for. The other is child support for one of my children. I do get them on different days. So when I get the child support, I go ahead and take care of what I need to take care of. And in this instance, I took care of my children's ball. I had to get them ready for it's a dance after school. It's a ball. So I did spend the remainder, that $185.33. I'm not going to track it here because I spent it on a variety of different things. So it's generally going to be under my love bugs. But because I know I'm not dealing with that, this is what I'm budgeting. So that's what I'm sticking with for the remainder of this budget. So I did go ahead and take out $700 for my rent. My electric bill was $352.35, but I am going to pay half of it with this check, so it'll be $177. I do have an auto pay for my CVS subscription as well as my subscription for my Gmail storage. So that is going to be automatically taken care of on the dates that it comes out. My water bill, I budgeted $40. It came in a little over at $48.55 due to the recent cold weather that we've had. So that is completely fine, understandable. And I do have a $45 remainder for my phone bill. Now, prior to me budgeting, I did spend today, once I got paid before I got to make this video, I did spend $54 on dinner, takeout, just miscellaneous spending, snacks, cookies, ice cream, things of that nature that I really didn't need, but I am going to account for it here in my budget so that my numbers are accurate. So once I took care of all of that, it did total up to $1,031.74, which left me with $524.32. Completely fine. So down here on my cash envelopes, I do have a cash wallet that I do use. It is something that I've purchased on Etsy like 2 years ago. And so it does have like the variety of my envelopes. So I keep that. And this is what I use for my cash envelopes. So for gas, $30 will keep me for the next 2 weeks. I work from home, so the only time I go out is if I'm going to the grocery store or to take my children to school. I do not pick them up. My mother does that. She is a great help. So $30 will suffice. I do have a small car, so Thank you for $30. We don't need much for household, so I'm budgeting $25. I do think the only thing that we need is dish detergent and maybe some more some body soap. But I do believe that that is it. So $25 is going to take care of that. Love bugs, again, my children, they ate that 185.33, so that is where that goes, which I should notate it here, but again, I mentally know where it went, so I'm only budgeting the 1556.06. So with those two, that came out to $55. I'm not budgeting anything for groceries for this pay period, and I bet you're wondering why. So I do get partial assistance. So in the beginning of every month on the same day, I do get not so much government assistance because my income does not qualify for it, but I do get assistance with groceries. So I don't budget anything for my first paycheck of each month because that's normally around the time where I have that assistance coming in, and then anything that I have left over from my last paycheck, which would have been for January the 22nd, I do use as a rollover to hold me over until that day of assistance. So I'm not budgeting anything for groceries, which is going to leave me with $469.32 once that $55 is taken from the $524.32. I do have some sinking funds. My car maintenance, I am going to put $19 in there. I do have a breakdown sheet of why it's only $19, why these numbers are what they are. So I will show it at a later time in a different video. Right now, this is just my first video just to get myself comfortable with recording and staying on top of budgeting, because if I didn't get this done today, I promise you this money would have been spent all over the world and I wouldn't have been able to tell you why or where. So $19 is going into car maintenance. $10 is going into my miscellaneous. I do have a challenge. It is called my Queen Challenge, and I ordered this off of Amazon a couple of years ago. I do have different challenges in here. So for this particular book, it is just the Queen Challenge, and I am budgeting $40 for that. Because I started it back in November, never completed it. So I do want to go ahead and get that taken care of. So $40 into Queen, and then $15 into dining out. I do know over the next 2 weeks, I may not want to cook every day, and I don't want to go into any of the other categories. So I am going to leave $15 just for like a quick pizza or just some burgers or something if we just decide to go out. So that altogether equaled up $84, which would leave me with $385.32. I do have, I am on a payment plan for my health, my medical bills, I guess you can say. So I did pay $60 today, and then I do have a fee for my Texas fee. So I am going to pay $250 for that towards getting my life together, basically is what that's for, not to go into too deep of a detail. But that equals out to $310.32, which would leave me with $75.32. Out of that $75.32, $75 goes towards individual savings account, $25 for myself and each of my children into my local bank. And then the 32 cents will be for my buffer. And this is my plan for this week's pay period. So I do have a job for every dollar, every cent, and hopefully I can come back with an update once. I'll do a weekly check-in and just confirm that I am staying on budget. I am using this was Baddies and Budgets, her online digital download version. I did purchase the downloadable, and in the sense of saving money, I did just go ahead and reuse it. It's not the best, but it is helping me stay on topic. I do know that she's come out with a more organized, a more compact, a better version of this. So I may think about purchasing that or the Budget Mom at a later time. But as for right now and my finances, this is where I am sticking with. I do an expense track. So I do track my expenses. This is for my card. This is for my cash. And this is what I'm planning on doing. Now for my overall monthly view, everything in yellow is being taken care of with this paycheck. My niece does have a birthday party next Saturday, but I've already purchased her gift with the end of January's paycheck. So that's technically not going to be taken out of this check. Again, my kids' sneaker dance, their sneaker ball has been taken care of. So I did go ahead and do that with this paycheck. So the only real bills that I will have to take care of would be my water bill and my electric bill. Everything else is on auto pay, and it is minor training. And then my next pay period will be on the 19th, which I will check in on the 12th just to make sure that everything that comes out is coming out. But those two are on those days. So I may just wait and do a check-in on that Saturday. And then just go from there. I do have other expenses here and that roll over into the month of March, but that is neither here nor there. This is just my overall month view that I'm using, my planner. And yeah, we're just gonna take it from here and see how it goes. I do have a bill breakdown here just to give me all of my bills, which I do need to check some off for February. So I did just pay rent here. My February insurance was paid with the end of January's paycheck. My electric bill, no, I have not taken care of that. That's auto pay. And I can do my phone bill because I'm about to get ready to make that manual payment. I did have some bills, my debt down here. This is all of the debt that I'm currently paying. No, it's not all that I have, but this is what I'm currently paying. 2 have been paid in full. Thank you. The next one would be this one that will be paid in full. And then Alabama that's been paid in full. And so on and so forth. So again, this is just my quick overview of how I intend to get my finance together. If you have any tips, because I am a newbie and I am open to any suggestions that would assist with making this journey more efficient and holding myself more accountable, definitely drop them in the comment. And I do want to thank everybody for joining me on this video. And I hope you all have the best day and enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you. Bye.